The importance of dogs in the Cold War. Sentry dog training at Darmstadt, Germany, 1948. The footage you are about to see is real, unedited, and a powerful testament to a unique aspect of Cold War military strategy. These images reveal the critical role of sentry dogs, their rigorous training, and the challenges they faced as silent guardians of Allied installations in a world reshaped by the ideological struggle between democracy and communism. The geopolitical landscape, the Cold War, and Germany's strategic role. By 1948, Germany had become the front line of a new kind of conflict, the Cold War. The defeat of Nazi Germany in 1945 divided the nation into East and West, with the Eastern Bloc under Soviet influence, and the West aligned with the United States, Britain, and France. This division turned Germany into a hotspot for espionage, sabotage, and potential military confrontation. Western Allied forces stationed in Germany found themselves facing a dual threat. On one side, the Soviet Union and its Eastern European satellites posed a looming military challenge. On the other, Germany itself was home to post-war instability, black market activity, and remnants of resistance groups. This environment demanded constant vigilance and innovative security measures to protect critical military installations and supply lines. The Quartermaster School Center in Darmstadt, Germany, was at the heart of efforts to bolster security. The facility was tasked with training sentry dogs to guard against intrusions, prevent sabotage, and reinforce the Allied presence in a divided Germany. These dogs became indispensable tools of the US military, helping to ensure the safety of personnel and infrastructure in a highly volatile environment. The military necessity of sentry dogs. The Cold War was not a conflict of large-scale battles, but one of intelligence, subterfuge, and psychological warfare. The military installations established by the Allies in Germany were not just logistical hubs. They were symbols of Western resolve and deterrence. Protecting these installations required more than conventional forces. Enter the sentry dogs. These animals were perfectly suited for Cold War security needs, offering capabilities that technology of the time could not match. With their keen senses, they could detect intruders long before human guards could. Their mere presence was a psychological deterrent, and their training ensured they could respond swiftly and decisively to threats. Sentry dogs were deployed to guard ammunition depots. Critical stockpiles of weapons and ammunition needed protection against sabotage. Airfields. Key to maintaining air superiority, these sites were high-value targets. Border areas. Dogs patrolled the edges of Allied-controlled zones, providing an early warning system against incursions or infiltration attempts. Command centers. Sensitive locations. Housing intelligence and leadership required round-the-clock security. Training at Darmstadt. Precision and purpose. The training process for sentry dogs at Darmstadt was exhaustive and designed to produce highly disciplined and reliable animals. The Quartermaster School Center was a hive of activity, where handlers and their canine partners worked side by side to achieve mastery in various skills. Selection and breeding. The program began with selecting the best breeds for the job. German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, and Dobermans were favored for their intelligence, strength, and adaptability. These breeds had proven their effectiveness in World War II, and their traits made them ideal for the challenges of Cold War service. Obedience and bonding. Before advanced training could begin, dogs underwent basic obedience drills to establish a foundation of trust and discipline. This phase was critical for building the bond between handler and dog, a relationship that would be tested in high-pressure situations. Scent detection. One of the most important skills for sentry dogs was their ability to detect intruders using their exceptional sense of smell. Dogs were trained to pick up human scents from hundreds of yards away, even in difficult weather conditions. This skill was particularly vital for patrolling large perimeters and spotting hidden threats. Aggression and control. Dogs were conditioned to respond with controlled aggression when confronted by an intruder. They learned to bark to alert their handlers and to attack only when commanded. This balance between ferocity and restraint was essential for ensuring that the dogs were effective without being uncontrollable. Adaptability and stress tolerance. The Cold War was a conflict of unpredictability, and sentry dogs had to be prepared for a variety of scenarios. Training included exposure to loud noises, gunfire, and bright lights to simulate combat conditions. Dogs were also acclimated to different terrains, from urban settings to dense forests, ensuring they could operate in any environment. Military and strategic implications. The deployment of sentry dogs was a strategic response to the unique challenges of the Cold War. These animals provided a low-tech but highly effective solution to the security problems posed by espionage and sabotage. Their presence bolstered the physical security of Allied installations and sent a clear message of resolve to both the local population and potential adversaries. From a broader perspective, the use of sentry dogs symbolized the adaptability of military strategy during a period of rapid technological and geopolitical change. While radar and early electronic surveillance were being developed, these systems were far from reliable. Dogs filled the gap, offering capabilities that even the most advanced technology of the time could not replicate. The challenges of Cold War service. Life as a sentry dog was grueling. These animals worked in harsh conditions, patrolling in freezing winters and sweltering summers. They faced dangers ranging from hostile intruders to booby traps. Handlers, too, bore the emotional and physical toll of their role, developing deep bonds with their canine partners and sharing the risks of service. The political tensions of the time added another layer of complexity. In areas close to the Iron Curtain, sentry dogs played a crucial role in securing Allied borders, providing an early warning system against incursions. Their reliability and effectiveness often meant the difference between security and disaster. Legacy: the Cold War's silent soldiers. The sentry dog program at Darmstadt was a forerunner of modern military working dog programs. It demonstrated the value of integrating animals into complex security operations and set the stage for advancements in canine training. These dogs were more than tools. They were soldiers in their own right, embodying loyalty, discipline, and courage. Conclusion: a glimpse into history. The footage you are about to see offers an unfiltered look at the training and deployment of sentry dogs during the early Cold War. It captures the precision, dedication, and resilience required to prepare these animals for service in one of history's most volatile periods. This is not just a story about dogs. It's a story about innovation, strategy, and the relentless pursuit of security in a world divided by ideology.